What's up, guys? Welcome to snare lesson number 4 of the 2017 California All-State Audition Music. In today's lesson, we're talking about measures 22 to 25, but we're talking about how you can break bigger chunks into smaller chunks. In one of the previous lessons, we talked about how you want to identify where each of the big beats are, beats 1 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what we're going to do in this lesson is target each one of those 3 eighth note groupings, practice them as small individual chunks, and then we'll put those chunks back together to create a 4-bar phrase. Now, this section of the music is marked pianissimo, but for the purpose of this lesson, I'm going to play everything at mezzo forte, just so you can hear what I'm doing as we're doing this. First 3 eighth note grouping sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One thing I want to suggest as you're practicing these small chunks is to go to the downbeat of the next chunk so that you're completing the musical phrase. So instead of this, we play complete the phrase. So the first measure slowly sounds like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 1. The 6-count phrase is made up of 2 3-count phrases. So the first mini chunk would sound like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. The next mini chunk would sound like this. 4, and 5, and 6, and 1. So we're going to isolate the first 3 counts many, many times, and then isolate the next 3 counts many, many times. This line starts with the triplet rough, and if you're not sure how to play triplet rough, go back to the first lesson where I break down the sticking of how to play a triplet rough. Next 3 counts. We can do the same thing for the next 3 bars. Measure 23 would sound like this. 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 5 and 6 and a 1. Break that down. 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4. Next 3 counts. 4 and 5 and 6 and a 1. 4 and 5 and 6 and a 1. Next measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 lolly 5 and 6 and 1. Break it up into the first micro chunk. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4. 4 lolly 5 and 6 and 1. And notice as I'm breaking down these small chunks, I'm going very slowly so my hands don't get confused and I know exactly where each phrase starts and ends. Last measure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The challenge of this last measure, you demonstrate the flam, rough, and triplet rough rudiments. And I'm playing all these rudiments off the right hand. So right, 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 right. From there, what you want to do is combine the 3 beat chunks into a 6-bar chunk. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and a 6, and 1. Next chunk. 1 and 2, and a 3, and a 4, and 5, and 6, and a 1. Next chunk. 1 and 2, and 3, and a 4 lolly 5, and 6, and 1. Last chunk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. 6 beat chunks then become 12 beat chunks. Practice that many, many times. Do the next 12 beats, and then combine all those chunks together to form one long 4-bar phrase. So to recap, when you're practicing a phrase of music that looks complicated, just break it down into the smaller pieces. Identify where the beats are for each phrase, and just target those small beats, and then slowly start to string them together. You want to shoot for many correct repetitions so that when you start chunking them together, your hands don't get confused, and you know exactly where the musical phrases start and end. Alright guys, thanks for watching that video lesson. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, leave me a comment below. That's a great way to let me know that I should keep making these videos for you. And if you want to do me a big favor, give this video a share. Share this out with your percussion friends, your musician friends. I'll see you guys in the next video lesson. Thanks guys.